Have you ever wondered why a man who once moved mountains for his partner suddenly seems to pull away? It's not that his love disappeared. It's that his patience did. Welcome back to Secrets of the Night. I'm Isabella, and today we're talking about something a lot of men live through but rarely get the chance to explain. Men don't fall out of love, they fall out of patience. Let's start with the core truth. Love doesn't disappear overnight. It's not like flipping a switch. For men, especially strong, resilient men who pride themselves on being providers and protectors, love is a deep-rooted commitment. You pour into it because that's who you are. Loyal, dedicated, and willing to fight for what's yours. But patience? That's a resource. And when it's drained, that's when the distance begins. Imagine this. You're in a relationship where you're the one starting conversations about the future, planning dates to keep the spark alive, checking in after a long day. You listen to her concerns, compromise on plans, and stretch yourself to make things work. Months turn into years, and you're still the one holding the fort. But every time you reach out, you're met with short answers, eye rolls, or worse, silence. It feels like shouting into a void. That feeling, that's exhaustion. And it's real. You're not distant because you stopped caring. You're distant because you're protecting what's left of your energy. You've been the rock, the calm during the storm, the fixer who believes in second chances. But when your effort is always one-sided, that rock starts to crack. And let's be honest, some women, not all, but some, take that for granted. They push boundaries, test limits, and forget that even the strongest man has a breaking point. It's not about being weak. It's about being human. You deserve reciprocity. You deserve effort. You deserve peace. When that's missing, falling out of patience is a natural response. Think of it like a bank account. Every act of love is a deposit. The thoughtful gestures, the emotional support during her hard times, the way you show up and stay your... Ideally, there should be deposits from her side too, or at least acknowledgement. But when the withdrawals keep happening and the deposits stop, the account runs dry. You're not bankrupt on love. You're overdrawn on patience. That doesn't make you less of a man. It makes you wise for recognizing when it's time to step back. I've heard so many stories like this from men, and they break my heart. But they also show your strength. Take Alex, for example. He's in his mid-30s, successful in his career, but struggling in his marriage. He spent years trying to fix things, suggesting therapy is a law, planning romantic getaways, adjusting his work schedule to be more present. His wife would brush off his efforts with a sigh, change the subject, or show no appreciation at all, no real effort in return. Eventually, Alex stopped suggesting. He didn't stop loving her. He just stopped trying to prove it every single day. She called him cold, but she was the one who drained him. Then there's Mike. He is 36, owns a small gym, started dating a woman who loved posting cute couple pictures online. But in real life, she barely showed up. He'd send her a simple "good morning, babe." She'd respond with a heart emoji and nothing else. He'd book movie tickets. She'd cancel because brunch with the girls ran late again. Every small disagreement turned into days of silence, and then she'd act like he was the problem for bringing it up. Mike didn't stop loving her. He stopped being a doormat. Now he's single, in better shape, and his calendar is full of things that actually make him happy, not waiting for someone who doesn't value him. And it's not just stories, there's psychology behind this. Men often invest a lot of emotional labor early on, trying to maintain harmony, resolve conflict, and make things work. But when they're constantly met with rejection, attitude, or apathy, they emotionally withdraw. It's not abandonment. It's self-preservation. Some women even use silence as a weapon, knowing it will make him chase harder. But You are too smart for endless games. You have a life to live, goals to reach, and a heart that deserves mutual respect. When your efforts are met with attitude or silence, it's not just hurtful, it's destructive. And yet, you stay, you keep trying, because your love is patient until it's not. That's the thing. Your capacity to love deeply is incredible. You don't just say, I care, you show it through actions. But bad behavior is real too. Constant nagging without solutions. Guilt tripping instead of communicating. Expecting you to read her mind instead of using her words. These aren't just annoying habits. They drain you. You still try to talk it out, because that's what real men do. You communicate. You compromise. You show up for the team. But when that's met with resistance, dismissiveness, or blame, your heart shuts down, not out of spite, but out of survival. Your patience is legendary. You tolerate so much more than most people see. Long work hours, emotional ups and downs, criticisms that cut deep end. You're the backbone, the steady presence in chaos. So when you finally step back, it's not failure. It's a strategic retreat to protect your sanity and rebuild yourself. You still love her deep down, but you've learned that love without respect, effort, and emotional safety is not sustainable. Losing patience isn't failing. It's like graduating. You've already passed the test of commitment. Now it's time to pass the test of self-respect. Turn that same energy you gave to the relationship back into yourself. Start small, but start strong. Go to the gym not just for your body, but for your mind. This is a problem. Pick up the hobby you put aside. Dust off the guitar. Hit the trails. Dive into that book series you never finished. These aren't just distractions. They're fuel for your spirit, the part of you that got drained. Then build your world. Improve your career. Learn new skills. Start that side hustle. Network with people who inspire you. Cut off draining connections. Eat well. Sleep well. Maybe meditate. Treat your mind and body like the top-tier engine they are. Because here's the truth. Women who truly appreciate you will notice your growth and naturally match your energy. You won't have to beg for basic respect. She will be your teammate, not your burden. The women who didn't value your patience, they're not losses, they're lessons. They showed you your limits, taught you self-respect, and helped you recognize red flags sooner. You're not broken, you're battle-tested. So what do you do if you're in this place right now? First, recognize your effort. You've tried, you've shown up, you've been loyal. Then, communicate one last time clearly and calmly. I've been trying, but I need to see effort from you too. If nothing changes, it's okay to create distance. Therapy can help, but only if both people are truly willing. And for the women who might be watching this, if you're pushing a good man away, wake up before his patience runs out. Good men rarely leave suddenly. They leave slowly after they've given you every chance to meet them halfway. But this video is for the men. You are not emotionally unavailable. You're selectively available for the people who deserve it. This is Isabella, and you've been watching Secrets of the Night. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!